Tulip, just come up on the... Tulip, come here. Instead of meowing at my feet, come jump up here with me. Yeah, just come jump up here. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I just need to put some cushions on this bench. It would be really comfy with some cushions. Oh, this is not a video I'm ready to talk about. Baby, I know, you know Mama's hurting. I know, you just want to help. You just want to help. I know. You just want to help. How about you come hop up here, baby girl? You can't talk while I'm talking. Come here. Tulip. Tulip, come here. Tulip says hi. Hey y'all, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in. I'm sure some of you might be able to assume what's happened just by the title. Maybe if you kind of know what's going on, maybe you know which animal I'm talking about. I feel like in the spirit of transparency and education, trying to constantly give a clear depiction of what farm life is like, I feel like you gotta be honest in how these things work and how it is and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna wait for just a few more people to get in. I'm sitting here on the porch with Miss Tulip down at my feet. If you hear screaming, there's puppies, not on our property, but on a different one, and you can hear it. Nancy the chicken actually did survive. I'm gonna make a video about her today, but she actually did survive. And I figured out some interesting things about the chicken, and the video I'm gonna make about her, it makes a lot of sense. And so, yeah, the chicken did survive. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get it started. This is not a video I wanna make. I hate making these videos. I also hate making memorial videos, and I'll talk about that. But old Mama passed away either in the early hours of this morning. I don't know the exact time. She was doing horrible last night. I mean, just absolutely horrible. Not like she was in pain, but you could just tell it was coming. I sat outside with her on the ground, just telling her that, like, you know, you can pass. And even though I was prepared for it and expecting it, you know, it still hurts. It's still very hard. It's hitting me, I think, a lot harder than I thought it would. I think what hurt was yesterday when I gave her the carton. I gave her 8 strawberries. I knew it was going to be the last time I was giving her strawberries. And normally she would gulp them down, and it took her a while to eat them. And I wouldn't change anything that I did because I know I did right by her. A lot of people suggested that I take her into the vet, and Ellie and I talked about it very extensively, that if we took her into the vet, I think that the stress of in the car and all of that and just being poked and prodded, I didn't want that to be her last few days where I would have to be giving her fluids at home for a last gasp effort on a goat that's lived a full, happy life, and the circle of life is just come around. I've never had a senior goat before. This is my first senior animal kind of passing. Y'all know we've dealt with a lot of unexpected passings, which none of it's easy, okay? But I think something about knowing that her days were coming and having to prepare yourself for that, knowing it's coming, takes a much harder toll on an unexpected passing. Because then when there's an unexpected passing, you go into, like, I feel like survival mode of like, okay, what happened? Why did you pass? What can I do to make it better so this doesn't happen again to anybody else? But like when they pass of old age, they just don't have that, you know? You just don't have that. And I know she was loved. I loved her. She knows I loved her. I sat over her. I prayed over her last night. Ellie prayed over her. I sat and I sang to her. I sang "You Are My Sunshine." Fun fact, let me tell you something funny about that. You know, the song goes, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." I have such a hard time actually saying "you are my only sunshine." So every time I sing the song to an animal, I sing "You are my sunshine, one of my sunshines," because they're one of my sunshines. And yeah, I laid with her for a while. She didn't pass with me. I don't think she wanted me near her when she passed. I prayed to God and I sat and I said, if she's meant to pass in my arms, I mean, it was late, it was like midnight. If she's meant to pass in my arms, please let me know. Or if she's meant to, if she wants to pass alone, give me the clarity on that. And I got a very just clear feeling in my heart that she didn't want me to see her pass. And so I granted her that. But she was loved. Haven't been out in the pasture yet. I'm about to, after this live, I'm gonna go out in the pasture. I know there's nothing scary in the pasture right now. There's nothing wrong with going in the pasture, but it breaks my heart a little bit because, you know, my girl's not there. And I will never get to hear her talk to me again. I will never get to have her come eagerly get strawberries from me. So that's gonna hurt for a little bit, but I'm very proud of the life that she had with us. I'm very proud that she came to us pretty untouchable, and in her last, let's say her last 6 months of life, she really started to kind of turn around with me, and start to like me, not only when I had strawberries, but, you know, at least find some comfort in that. It's very tough. I'm not going to make a memorial video, y'all. I know some people get really bent out of shape when we don't make memorial videos. I know that's kind of been the standard. I know Lester and Jamie make memorial videos. I think it's kind of a way of closure for them. It does not bring me any closure. It is very haunting for me to go back and collect footage of an animal that has passed. It's just a reminder. And the thing is when it comes to memorial videos, I feel like you have to be fully in it to make it good. Otherwise, you're just copying and pasting clips into a thing, which is trying to get through making the video as quick as possible is what it is for me. And I just don't feel like that does her justice, and she doesn't deserve it. I've made many good videos with her, so if you want to have some closure with her, you're more than welcome to watch those videos. It's really hard for me to watch back videos of animals that have passed. I still don't watch old videos with Angel in it. I don't watch old videos with Lulu in it. So memorial videos are very, 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 very tough for Ellie and I, and it's not our style. And so I'm sorry if you wanted a memorial video, but I don't feel good about doing that. Yeah, it's just tough. I know everything. I know it's the circle of life. It doesn't make it any easier. It's also just been a very, like, while I've been feeling very good, I'll vent to you about some things that have been happening around here that's just kind of just stressful. You'll know, it's been very hot. It feels like when it rains, it pours, right? And so it's been very, very, very hot. What else has happened? Ziggy got hurt. He's doing better. His wound is a lot better. Actually, I just saw, yeah, he's laying down right now. He's a little hobbly, but he's doing good. His wound, there's no sign of infection. I got like 4 different wound sprays for him. And I've been spraying those on different rotations. And there was one, it's called Silver Honey. It says it's for all animals, but it was in the horse section, and it worked miracles. So that's doing good. So y'all know he got wrapped up in hot wire. That was tough. Um, what else is happening? Oh, that chicken that got in the ants was a whole thing. She's okay. Just very stressful things. I've got a chick inside right now that has splay leg that I'm trying to fix. That's never had a chick that has splay leg, so that's fun. Trying to navigate that. There's just a lot going on, and when it rains, it pours, and just I feel like there's been this like looming sadness, knowing that old mama's days were coming to an end, but she knows that she was loved. She knows that. I know that. Y'all know that. It's still just tough, though. It's still just really tough. But I am glad that she got to have a full and happy life. You know, I don't know. She could definitely be older. Goats, in perfect health, tend to live, they say, 10 to 15 years. But then you also have to think of like our weather, our climate, just the worms we had. Bree just helped a chick with splay legs. Okay, I tried to make the splint last night with vet wrap and I couldn't make it happen. There's been other things that say Band-Aids. They say you can buy the little things on Amazon. I have tried every little contraption. It's too old to do like the shot glass trick or the toilet paper roll trick where you just stick it in that. So I've been trying to help it, but it is difficult. There's just something I don't understand, so I'm gonna get some supplies today for that, and maybe I'll bring it to her and see if she can. It's one of my zombie chicks, so I'll see if she can help me fix that up, because splay leg, ooh, is very treatable. It's only one splay leg, though, so I'm a little scared that it's not actually splay leg. I think it is, but in chicks, it can either be splay leg or it could be like a slipped something tendon, where its leg is just like kind of dislocated or something like that. But I do think it's splay leg, which is extremely treatable. The other one, not so much. Phoebe, you need to leave the cats alone. Yeah, hobbles made with a straw. I don't have any plastic straws. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try the straw with the rubber band trick. I have the rubber bands, but I don't have the straw. I sat for like 15 minutes last night trying to make a hobble out of vet wrap, and it just didn't. It didn't work. But the baby's okay. You know, worst case scenario with splay legs, if it's one, worst case scenario, they live with a hobble. They need special accommodations. They could get picked on. It just depends on your flock. So worst case scenario, that's what happens for him or her, but I think it'll be okay. Just trying to get that treated, trying to get everything done. We also have an appointment, Bruni's 12-week-old appointment today. So Bruni's gonna have a really bad day this afternoon. He's gonna get a fecal done. He's gonna get his 12-week-old shots. He's going to be really, really, really angry about that, but it's gonna be okay. He'll be fine, but that's later this afternoon. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all's condolences on old mama, and everybody that's just been so kind about it. You know, there's been some people that I don't think understand how different it is when livestock gets old versus a dog or a cat. A dog or a cat you can just load up in and take to the vet, right? And we can't really do that with a goat. I mean, you can, but it's extremely hard, and I've just seen the stress that a vet visit can take a toll on healthy animals, and it's like, I didn't want her last days. I have some pretty good intuition on the animals. You know, I see them day in and day out. I didn't want her last days, and her last things that she remembered was taken to a place away from her herd where they're poking and prodding her, giving her these medicines that don't taste good, just all these things. I didn't want that to be her last day. And I even talked to my sister Rika. Taking her to the vet, the stress of that very well could have did her in, you know, and made her pass sooner. But I gotta watch her baby, little mama. She's left a wonderful legacy, y'all. If y'all don't know, she is actually Hero's mama. I don't think a lot of people know that because Hero was a bottle baby. We had to pull Hero because he was paralyzed when he was born. He had a thiamine deficiency, and so he never got to actually drink off of old mama. Did he? He might have gotten colostrum, but he was not with her long. We pulled him pretty immediately when it happened. And so Hero is actually her son. So she's leaving a very, very great legacy. One of our top goats in the herd, one of our biggest characters that everybody knows. A miracle story with him. At the old age of last year, she, however old she is, but last year in October, she gave birth to her last baby, Little Mama. So Little Mama's a girl. She could always have babies in the future if we did it. I'm sure she's had tons of babies with Pawpaw. I think that's when I am going to have to tell Pawpaw that she passed because it was his goat too. I don't want to tell him. I don't want to hurt him, but I feel like he deserves to know. He'll understand. He'll completely understand, but just don't want to tell him, you know. It's hard, but everybody's okay. We're a little sore, even though we knew it was coming. Phoebe, what is in your mouth? Did you find trash again? Oh, Phoebe, we've got to stop with the trash, baby. You know what? Enrichment, right? Wasn't Johnny Hero's dad? I don't know. She came to us pregnant with Hero and his brother, who has since passed, Champ. She came pregnant. So did Carrie. And that was with Honeydew and Walter Mellon. So I'm not like 100% sure on who the dad is, but old mama has left a beautiful, beautiful legacy. And I'm so blessed that she got to be a part of my life and that I got to be a part of her life. I'm glad that I got to be her mom. And it stings. It's gonna sting for a little bit. It's gonna be hard going in the pasture, but there's a sense of peace knowing that this wasn't something completely out of the blue, that this was just old age. And gosh, there's something about that that's so hard, that they don't live forever. You know, you want them to live forever. But she crossed the rainbow bridge, and I believe that animals go to heaven, so she's up in them green pastures. I know God's got her the most juicy red strawberries that he could give her, and she's up there causing trouble, fighting for food because there's no pain anymore. And she's just probably in her best shape and just loving life up there. And she gets the best seat in the house to cheer us all on as we continue to go on here. And she gets to watch her baby grow up. So, yeah. It's been a tough day so far, but it's going to be okay. It's farm life. It's the circle of life. It happens. But it's hard. Even the ones that you're not as attached to, you know, she wasn't like my Lulu where I was like really attached to her, but I still, a piece of my heart lived in her, and she took it with her. So I'm gonna be a little heartbroken for a little bit, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on, and we're gonna keep. I'm gonna sneeze. I am gonna sneeze. It is gonna happen. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, it'll be okay. Old mama would not want me to sit here and have self-pity and throw a pity party. She would want me to grieve and then move on and keep taking care of everybody that needs help, because the reality of farm life is there are how many other babies that are still here that need my love and attention. So, yeah. It's my phone. Sorry, I had to check my battery. But I am going, it's starting to get hot, so I'm going to go top off all the waters and get them all cold. And then I'm gonna go inside and have some late breakfast and take my medicine for the day and get productive, y'all, because that's what we're doing. Oh, side note, just want to say this. Have any of y'all had salada? Because I had it for the first time yesterday. It's a salad place, and it is so good. If you've never tried salada and you want to try, I'm not gonna lie, it was $12 for a salad, but I think it was so worth it. If you want to try a really good salad place, salada. It's really good. And I'm gonna get it again for dinner tonight. That's gonna be my my sad meal is salad. But thank y'all for your love and prayers and your support and your understanding. It means more than you realize. It definitely helps makes things easier, having y'all support and knowing that y'all understand, that there was nothing more we could have done and that we just supported her until the very end. But I hope y'all have an amazing day. We're gonna try to have a good day here. Sorry. Gosh, it just sucks. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I hope you'll have an amazing day, and I will catch y'all next time with another one. Bye, friends.